Hold on.
And I was like, don't do that. She was like, well, I don't want to catch you.
I'm working it right. Oh, yeah, I am. Hi. Hey, y'all. It's ugly outside, but we healthy. Headed to work as usual. Per usual. I am always thinking about the brands that I really, really love, and she's like my niece. I have on a hat, jeans, all that, all the time. I really want y'all to check her out. Look. I'll put it up later. Anyway, I wanted to do a check-in with y'all. I enjoyed speaking to you all the other night, and we had a really good conversation and a lot of healthy conversation, checking in on one another. Want to continue to tell everybody to be strong and stay focused, and all of the things that you've wanted to do. Now is the time where we're forced to be more still. Can't do a lot of the same things that we used to do, but now is a good time to make the time to do the things that are important to you. I'm actually headed right now to meet LaToya, so she'll probably get a chance to say hi to you guys. Also, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on the music and some of the things that I've been doing, trying to really finalize the last few records because I have the majority already done. I am really trying to figure out the next single, and although I have what I think it should be, I am kind of curious. You want a new record with a new sound, or do you want a record that is reminiscent of the Monica you already know? Or do you want them both at the same time? I see I won't start joking around too heavy on here. My impressions have been floating today. Somebody said the rap joint. I got more than one though. It just, we gave a snippet of one on the show last season. I got more than one. And it's got some people on it that I love, that I listen to. I thought C Murder was gonna get a pardon. Listen, Corey can't get a pardon. I mean, literally my phone, I had to cut it off. Corey can't get a pardon. He's in the state penitentiary, which means that the governor, John Bel Edwards, would be the person that could say, listen, I've reviewed this evidence, and he could let him go. The president pardons federal charges and cases. So I understand what everybody was saying, and I understand everybody's frustration. I mean, your frustrations can't be more intense than Moses than mine, By the way, that ain't out the Bible. That's some New Orleans. I think I told y'all that already. I read somewhere somebody was saying like, oh, is that a nickname she got? No, that is a New Orleans thing where they change all of our names. Moses, Mosette, Mosina are the names that he's called me for 22 years. But anyway, he cannot be pardoned. He can't be pardoned with... He can't be pardoned by the president because the president pardons... Well, the former president, because he pardons federal cases only. So, there you have it. Oh, I see somebody that's in there. Buddy White. Wait a minute, Buddy. You were locked up with him. I think he's told me about you. Buddy White. I'm pretty sure. White boy, gold teeth. I think I'm pretty sure, but what's up, buddy? You tired of doing what? Wait a minute, let me see. Because I know you ain't on my live talking about you tired of me. Let me just scroll on. I'm gonna practice what I preach, because I know people just, they can be mean for no reason at all. I'll take a couple of questions before I get to Toya really quick. Are we back filming? Yes. Yeah. We are. It's been interesting. But the good part is we all have a very deep love for one another. So it makes what should be considered work not feel like work. So yeah, we've been back filming. It's really hard. Stuff like that every other day, and we have our own pods, which is cool. So I would say kudos to the show for being so conscientious of everyone's health and safety. Love you back. Am I happy about our new president? Absolutely. I'm happy about a lot of things that are happening. Do I feel like we're in a perfect situation? Absolutely not. But I think we're in a situation now where the proper conversations can be had. And those of us that know and have people that still live in the communities that need the most help right now, we can go in and speak for them. You know, we now at least have a president that's interested in listening, and he's aware of the things that maybe he's done before, decisions he's made before that have not been of a help, especially to our people. And the same thing with Madam Kamala. It's a great level of respect there. I love the fact that they reached out to a lot of us that really love our communities and keep our feet to the ground and on the pavement with people that really need help and really need change. So yes, to answer your question, how can you not love Monica? Well, it's a lot of people that don't love me, don't like me, that don't give a damn about me. But I don't think of them. I think of the people that do. And whatever you give your energy is what manifests itself. Is so I give my energy to people that love me, that respect me, that bring joy to my life. And so those are the things you see me focus on. I really don't see the other side. Monica, you look like you're 17 years old. Shit. I'm 40. I'm 40 years old. Cindy say I'm old. You say I'm old. You say I'm old all the time. I don't care though.
You're not old. You got an old soul.
I got an old soul. I've been hearing that since I was like 7. I was Laiyah's age, and they would be like, you got an old soul. Am I looking at a clothing line for myself? Yeah, we're revamping the merch, and I have something new for you guys as well. So, it's pretty cool. Yeah, they say they had it combed off. So this should be us. Yeah, I'm sorry. You said 40 where? Right here. I was born October 24th, 1980. I love you back. Kenny Wu 1. Real G Bang. .hill. .104. To the death of me. I'll be 41 this year, so that's interesting. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something that Toya told me. I want to get you all's opinion. She told me I didn't do anything for my birthday. I stayed in the house, and I took some pictures in my tub, and I got, I opened some stuff. I opened some gifts or whatever, and that was pretty much like it. And that was it. And so I think I may do something if I can find a safe way to go somewhere, do something. I may re-celebrate, if that's a thing. Is that a thing? I think it's a thing. Monica, feelings would be that shit to drop. Feelings, oh my God, I love that song. It's hard because you guys, it's so much music you haven't heard. The majority of the music I did not put anywhere. I don't recording, sharing sessions, and I didn't put it on the show or any of that.
I can't drive.
At all. She cannot drive, baby. But at least you admitted it. See, that's half the battle right there when you know.
So I shouldn't have gave you your score on TV.
You gave her a good score, Laiyah?
Yeah, I think I gave her.
Is it anything you wanted to be for your birthday? What you mean, is it anything I wanted to be? Or you saying, is there anywhere I want to go? It won't be 20 songs. I do know that. It won't be quite 20. I recorded hundreds, but it won't be quite 20. I'm trying to see. I need to go live more often. I know. Cindy told me I will start doing that more. Yes, they did hump, baby, because yeah. Let me see. I found another question. He is doing great. If I accept the call in the time frame we're on live, I will let you all say hi. I'll read a question to him and let him answer it. He's doing really good though, extremely good. He's a real soldier. They don't really make them like him in the sense that even when he calls, he always say he calls to escape the walls. So he doesn't bring your spirits down. He actually lifts them up, sees how you are, cracks jokes. For him to have been in there 19 years, I probably would just be mad. And one thing about Corey, if he say it, it's the truth. Even back in the day, if I asked him something, even if he knew I was going to be upset, he told the truth. And just keep that in your mind when you're dealing with him. I've been dealing with him 22 years. If I ain't caught him in a lie, you ain't going to catch him in one. So if he say that's what it is, that's what it is. And you just have to respect it. But every day in there, you know, he has not many, but he got a few people that he deal with. He go out on the yard. He runs 6 miles. He just take good care of himself. He always took good care of himself. So I tell him you ask about him. Do it like a half birthday celebration. What does that mean? What's a half birthday celebration?
You know how people be like, they kids 6 months old and they celebrate?
I ain't even do that with the kids. So either we gonna have, I'm gonna pick a day, and it's gonna be we just gonna re-celebrate, or I'll just wait till 41st, and I'll do more than what I would normally on the 41st. I don't even know what day of the week it is, so to get to the half,
that would be like April.
Well, in May, Rocco will be 16. So I'm sure in April, that's what I'll be planning for. As long as his grade's still good. Come out with a fragrance. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, one thing I've always wanted to come out with, and I started it a while back, and the deal ended up not working out for monetary reasons and the percentage they wanted to keep. But I've always wanted to do a nail polish line. And there's some things I'm working on with the girls that would make that make sense. So I'll tell you about it. Are you nice? Am I nice? Yeah, I'm nice if someone's nice to me. Why you laugh?
This is an odd question.
Oh, yeah, I'm nice.
Yeah, you nice.
I'm honest. That can get tricky because if I think it, I say it. But I usually I respond to what I'm given. Will I ever get married again? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. When? Who knows? This is probably the longest I ever been single. It's almost 2 years. So, I mean, I just don't find anybody interesting. And here's the downside to being able to discern so much. I can also tell when somebody is full of shit. So on paper, they look right. And all it takes is one sitting for me to know they wrong. But I haven't even bothered sitting with anybody. No interest. I kind of like the freedom of just moving around the way I do, because relationship to me is consistently being considerate, compassionate, intentional. Like you just have to think about a lot, because you always need to consider the other person. So it's been cool to just be getting to know me and not willing to accept less than what I give. See, that's the thing. Some people, they want more than what they willing to give. It's almost like a guy. A guy will, and some girls, I ain't just finger pointing, but some people will have all these requirements for you, yet they meet none. Or you have some people that feel like if they are the financial, the person that handles everything, that means they can do a whole lot less in other places. Nah, I'm just looking for what I'm willing to give. And I'm going to just let God do his thing. He always does. Because every time I thought like, why me? Or I can't take any more, the reasoning for why I've gone through what I've gone through starts to reveal itself. And it kind of prepares me for the next phase and stage of my life. So I ain't tripping. You can see me in my new environment. Is it going to be hard shaving down all those songs for the album? No, it's not going to be hard, because I'm not a person. If I can't feel it, then I feel like you can't feel it either. So that's kind of how I'm doing it. Trenches was it was a new sound. It was the first time that I had ever worked with Pharrell and Chad, which was extremely dope for me. But it was one of those things that I felt like the message was a real Monica message, but it was also, it sounded fresh to me. You say diamond in my teeth. These diamonds been in my teeth longer than probably some of the people on the live been alive. They have been there 20 shit, what year did we get these? I just remember he got his gold and with the diamonds in it, and that's when the dentist told me I can do yours with the diamonds only, and I went to the jeweler and got them. So it's been about 2 decades. Love you back. You're so down to earth and genuine spirit. I'm 42 and met you when I was 14 at a concert. Oh, that's dope. 24K wealth _builder. That's dope. I really, one of the reasons I always made sure that I came back to Atlanta is because I have a real dope family that's big on ethics, morals, codes, Christ. Like, I feel like you need that when you're in a business like this, or if not, you just lose yourself. You get caught up in who you think you are. Like, we can't do what we do without the people. So how you gonna be shitty to the people? How you gonna act nasty to the people? Now, when you act nasty to one of us and you expect us to, act like we just fell from the heavens, we humans too. We have feelings and emotions like everybody else. So if you come at somebody nasty and you get nasty back, I don't see where the shock is there. But when you come at someone, even with respect, or just a little bit of love, or a little bit of kindness, or a little bit of graciousness, then you should definitely be getting that back. I don't understand these big egos and big personalities that walk about now in the industry. It's real different. KK is my dog, like, for real. If y'all, anybody that know me know that, but I just saw she tuned in. see. We'll take another question. Let me see. Okay, so here's the thing. Ever since Jasmine did Everything to Me, I've always wanted her to write some records. Whether she wants to be on them or not will be up to her. But I've always adored Jasmine. And I love that right now she's getting the respect that she always should have gotten. She was singing people under the table at 11, 12, 13 years old. Missy was playing me her records back when we were working on So Gone. So I've always had a genuine love for her. And I said that I was going to reach out to her the other night when I was on live. And I ended up working so much that I didn't reach out to her. I'm going to do that today because, you know, I shouldn't have procrastinated on it anyway. But I did. It's a bad habit of mine. My favorite color? What's my favorite color now? I'm really liking white a lot. I like white. I like a lot of white. My cars are white. I buy a lot of white accessories now, which I never did before. I've always loved black. And my favorite food, that's easy. Any form of greens. Collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens, greens. I can eat greens with every meal. What else? Okay, I do not have a favorite outfit, but my favorite thing, clothing-wise, is an over-the-knee boot. It's just something sexy about it, no matter what size you are. You could be tall, you could be short, you could be thick, you could be thin, it doesn't matter. Over-the-knee boots just have like a vibe, and you feel ready when you're in them. Heels a lot of times hurt so bad, you know, like strappy heels, they can be sexy, but sometimes they hurt so bad you just don't feel like nothing. So that would be my favorite accessory. I'm looking. I definitely will be tuned into the verses each time that I get a break. I really hope Keisha plays Trust tonight, but she got so many hits that she might not be able to. Think so. I got my days mixed up. They asking me about it, so it got to be. What day of the week is it? It's today, I believe. Yeah. When on the cool, Keisha was part of the reason that I came back to the music business after I had Romello. I took almost, about 3-4 years off, I guess. And I was just tired. You know, when you start as young as I did, I wanted my kids to know that there was nothing more important than them. And so when she hit me up, I remember her calling me when I was in the hospital I had just had Romello, and she was like, "Where you at?" And I'm like, "I'm in the hospital. I just had him." And, you know, I was showing her him, and we were just talking about life and family. And then when he wasn't walking yet. He was about 8 or 9 months when she was like, "Listen, come to LA. Bring the boys." We went to Disneyland and just kicked it for several days. And I went in and I sang my part in Trust in like 2-3 takes. I just felt the song in my spirit. And the dope part about Trust, number one, I was living that. That was something that's something I would always want to have in a relationship, number one. But number two, she actually did Trust by herself for one of her earlier albums and was like, "This song meant a lot to me when I wrote it. I'm gonna bring it back and we'll revise it. Me and you take the second verse and the rest is history." So it'd be cool if she play it tonight, but totally understandable if she don't have time to. You feel me? Oh, thank you.
You feel me?
Let's see. I'll take it. Chef Food So Good. He used to cook for me. Who owned this restaurant? you say that you're a hopeless romantic? No. Maybe I was about 10, 15 years ago. Right now, no. I take things, what I see is exactly what I take in and what I get. What I like, you think I'm a hopeless romantic?
I am.
They didn't ask about you.
I know, but I'm trying to see, like...
But I know you are. We together every day. I'm saying, do you think I am?
Yeah, you like love.
That's not a hopeless romantic.
What is a hopeless romantic?
A person that just loves love.
That's what I just said.
They want... But you get that I'm a hopeless romantic.
I
believe in love. I cherish love. I enjoy love.
I think so.
I was a hopeless romantic for sure in my younger days. I don't think that's gone away. The good thing about me is that I don't have baggage. I don't pack it up and bring it to the next situation. But to me, sometimes hopeless romantics make decisions based off what they desire and not what's actually happening in their lives. So if that's the difference, then I'm over here with it. I'm take it for what it is. But I could be, I think I could be a hopeless romantic in some ways, but minus the naive part that doesn't allow you to see when you're not in a situation that warrants you being that way. If that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, I take things at face value for real, for real. Why didn't they pardon C? I discussed that earlier. He's in state penitentiary. President doesn't pardon that, only federal. We're just waiting here because they're not ready for us in the scene. So,
My gosh!
she's a little bit impatient. I love Kelly Rowland. She is absolutely the cutest pregnant person. Her walk challenge was so cute.
Don't even try it.
Let's see.
I can't do with it anymore. This jacket needs to go. Sorry,
You hot,
dear.
boo boo? Take it off.
I am.
Okay.
Ugh. What do you do in this car? Don't even try it.
We at a restaurant, love. My baby ain't gonna never go home.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hello, people. Can I charge my phone?
Yes. Ask Cindy, may you use her charger? Oh, she using it.
It's okay.
I got a car
Okay.
stand. May I do a song with the City Girls? I keep trying to get the right one. So I told Carisha yesterday
Thanks.
to send me some references of what they love and vice versa, because I'm definitely gonna make it happen. I wouldn't go on tour right now under any circumstances.
Hello, people.
I wouldn't go on tour right now under any circumstances.
Is Brandy here?
From our pod? No.
So, who are you going to be working with? Brandy and Dyson?
No, Brandy and Dice, they're all on our pod.
We'll see them later.
You curious if me and Keisha Cole's still cool? Absolutely. Yeah, why wouldn't we be? Now, we live in 2 different states, so you might not see, kicking it or constant interaction like back in the day. But if you asking, we ain't never fell out, because we really the same type of people. What it is, we say what it is, and we move right along, which is a good thing. Yeah, but we ain't never had no problem.
Can we answer questions? Can we answer questions, Mom?
Sure, baby. You want to pick one?
Yeah. What the? Okay, so this says, hey, Monica, I need help growing my
Sound it out.
black.
Black owned business at Beauty Barbs. But what is your business?
Beauty bar sound like a hair place or something.
It does kind of sound like a hair place.
I don't know.
We have to look it up and see what it is. What's my beauty regimen? Oh my goodness, my beauty regimen is so simple. I use...
It's not simple. You use 18,000 products a day.
No, that's the makeup artist, not mommy. I get this off.
Then she puts moisturizer.
Yeah, come on, baby. Can't go without moisturizer. That's what makes your skin look old when it's dry and cracks.
Yeah, and peeling.
Yes. But listen, ladies, we have to teach our daughters. The more I've had women work for me, the less I realize they know we have to teach them everything from your head,
from the back
to your feet. Yes. Even down to how we wipe. How you supposed to wipe?
I mean, front to back.
Period. That's important. Y'all think it's a game. That's important stuff, front to back. You don't want to drag nothing from the back to the front. You know, those are the things that people like, oh, but she's young. Listen, we've been having these conversations since you were what, one or two?
No, 3.5.
You was younger than that, Mom.
1.5.
Yeah, you potty trained really fast. You walked at 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
How did you start walking?
Well, Mom went to go cut... what's his name? I don't need help saying my brother. Mellow steak, and so I couldn't wait any longer, so I walked to a piece of bread.
She walked to a piece of bread. We were in Vegas. Were we in Vegas or Miami?
It was Miami, I think.
She literally she was serious. She wanted that piece of bread, and I was cutting Mellow steak. Like, okay, I'm coming, Mama. And I looked up, and she was like coming towards me, and picked that piece of bread up and went back and sat down. But yeah, we have to teach. I mean, now we have to teach boys too. I'm not excluding that because people take everything so damn literal.
It's literally so funny.
Yes, it is hilarious. But I mean,
was I going like?
Because you were balancing. It was your first time. But I keep an open line of communication in all of our relationships anyway. Some people may feel like I tell them too much, but you will always respect your parents for being honest and telling the truth. There's something in the truth that's really, really touching for them as they become adults, knowing that you didn't lie to them and that you didn't try to sugarcoat everything as you told it to them. So we talk about everything. You should hear Rodney. Now, my conversations with Rodney, he gets shamed. I don't play with him.
Let's answer another question.
Yeah, because I don't play with him. He's 15.
No, 16.
Don't you get beside yourself.
He's 16.
And whip it out nowhere.
He's 15 and a half.
You have to know that there's a level of understanding that you're stepping into a side of manhood that is next level. Or teaching him what to do if he's in the car with one of his friends and they're ever pulled over. I don't let him ride with his friends often. Working in the funeral home business, I just saw too much with young drivers. So I'm cautious. I don't shut it down completely, but I'm cautious. He has one friend that I let him ride with. But, I'm just careful. E-Man. Yeah,
I know his name. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I do. So my skin regimen, I use two things.
She used this moisturizer, and then
by Tracy Hudson. They want to find it, so we have to tell them who it's by. It's by Tracy Hudson. And
then
if you log on to Tracy Hudson Beauty, you can find all of it yourself. And then as far as like my body and what I bathe in, and I'm a person.
She bathes in this soap that Miss Kelly makes. I don't know her brand, but it's like a little black soap.
Say it, girl. You better know what you're talking about. It's called CB's Daughter.
And then it's
the charcoal soap.
She has a soap that has like little black things in it.
Yes, that's the soap for only my private. Yes, that's the feminine soap. That's the only soap
and then the
that
black
I use
soap
there.
Is what you use your body
all over the body. Yes, and we use different rags and different soaps for different things. It's important.
I use baby soap. It's so soft.
Yeah, you Johnson & Johnson. We're still using Johnson & Johnson on you, but as you come into your teenage years, that may start to change. But at least mommy's been through enough products.
Baby lotion.
I love the baby lotion smell. Yeah, she pays attention to everything. It is good. I think the more information she has, the better she can adjust to what it takes to become a young lady. And I have a little bit of OCD. I don't do smells, period. I can't take it.
She hates bad odor.
True. Can't stand it.
She doesn't like smells, and especially on Mello since he's an athlete. She's like, go to the shower.
That's right.
Take a shower.
Bye. I see you after you shower. Hey, Mom, bye. I see you after you shower. Hey, Mom, can you bye? See you after you shower.
I thought you were finna say bye, so. Hey, Mom, can I buy a PlayStation card? Go to the shower first.
Period. I'm surprised they're not ready for me. Everybody say she's my twin. Laiyah acts like me, but Laiyah looks like her dad. Don't you think? Look like your dad and your grandma? You look like Gigi.
I kind of look...
She's so pretty. You look like her. You have her eyes.
She has a lot long hair.
So do you. You all look alike. You look like your
Mama.
Your Gigi, not grandma. And you look like your father.
Should I show a
I'm
picture of
noticing
him?
you going live more. Have I ever done modeling? Yeah. Many moons ago. My first real stab at it was huge. I knew then, but I don't know if I knew. But I went to Paris, and the late Karl Lagerfeld, I was his muse in a sense for that go round, and him bringing me in the showrooms and creating things around me. And funny, the bucket hat, it was almost kind of like a lampshade vibe he was into at the time.
I look like him.
Yes, you do. Look like your daddy.
I have a little laugh like him.
You do? That's cute. You guys got your own thing?
And I have the same eyes. Brown eyes.
Yeah, true. I was really, when I look back at the photos, it's kind of crazy because I was really young. But that's the time to do something like that, to model and to do something like that. It's a big deal.
Was this my Christmas list?
Romello said, answer him, Cindy. You greet your mama first.
All we
Hey,
wanted
son.
to know is the passport thing for the TikTok. I don't know that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, we working on that, baby. We working on it. We gonna get it.
Haircut boy.
Girl. We working on it. That's my baby. Is he my middle child?
Middle child. Ha ha ha.
What face?
Why you look like that, Mom?
Because I'm trying to understand what they asking me.
Oh,
That's all.
can we get to another question?
Sure. You
Yes,
click
sir.
another question.
Yeah,
Take a glance at them. Scroll up some.
Okay.
Like go.
She's so
Scroll
pretty.
some.
What's next for you, Mo? I'm gonna answer this one. What's next for you, Mo? And we met, and you have not changed. Keep being a blessing.
Mello said, "Oh, so you seen it and you just ain't answer? Okay, cool. Wait till you need me
But
to
I
open the
didn't know
garage door."
I didn't know the answer to that. We in a group DM with the three of us. He was asking you a question.
But I can't see it while I'm on live. I can't see it while I'm on live unless
That's
I go.
annoying, girl.
Unless I go to this phone. Hey, how you feeling, Mom?
Mom, say hi. Don't try it.
Mellow, my other phone in my hand now, okay?
Okay.
But let's go back to I am the official B.Lee. What's next for me? Dropping the album, releasing the clothing line. I got something really special that I can't tell y'all about because they want me to tell you here. Get it, boo.
What?
Hey, go Laiyah. Hey.
Let's answer another question.
Wait a minute, let me see something.
Okay.
Somebody said, Laiyah, you so cute. What he say? He said, all right, I gotta go to warm-ups. I know, baby. And you know, for real, I feel some type of way when I have to work and you have a game. But this almost finished.
This your phone?
That's Laiyah's phone right there.
What the? Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's Laiyah's phone.
My bad. Want me to play some?
No, I want my phone to play.
Romello is my protector. Yeah, for sure. Because he gonna ride with me. Whatever I'm on, he on. Wherever I'm going, he going.
Boom, boom.
For real. What happened to the Apple Music show? So, Mo Talk is coming. Mo Talk, we prolonged it very intentionally so that we could get the album done first. And I can be releasing things on Mo Talk as I'm giving you other music and giving
Hey, Mommy.
Yes, baby.
Let's tell them about the honey now. Thank you.
Okay, so Ciara_Chance experimenting with what though? The conversation is different based on what he's experimenting with.
Science. No, I'm saying like with science.
I don't think that's what she means, my love.
Hair
But
product?
I have to check with her. I can only speak from my experience. There is no manual or instruction book when it comes to raising kids. It depends on what type of child it is.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 teenage sons that are polar opposites. So they require 2 completely different things. I mean, completely.
Yeah.
So-
One of them likes rapping and making beats, and the other one likes sports.
One's the athlete, one is a musician.
I mean,
With 2 different personalities, too.
the athlete
So if
boy.
I see it again, I'll give you my honest opinion. But listen, I'm not licensed in the area of parenting. I'm careful about that and advice because sometimes what works for you may not work for others. Where are you come from? What do you mean?
Where do you come from?
Home?
That's what they're saying.
Or as in like where I
where do
grew
you
up?
come from, Mom? Like, where did you grow up?
Oh, okay, Southside. Old National.
Sheriff Shack.
Clayco.
Dude.
And my mulatto boys. My father and his sisters and mother all lived in Brandywine. One of them lived in Highbury Court. One lived off Stanton Road. So I spent a lot of time over in that area too. But where I grew up is... Can I FaceTime? FaceTime who?
On the live. But I don't know who they're talking about, but they're saying on the live.
Love you back.
Mama, I like this thing.
Hey, boo-boo.
Rap it up. You can.
Come again.
I was just saying if you want to wrap it up, you
Mommy, everybody should be doing this.
Why? Oh, like your TikTok?
No.
You want to take another question before we... Absolutely. I have 3 girls. All of them have different requirements. I can only imagine with the girls. Laiyah is more color on my nails.
You
I
got
have no
4
idea.
girls.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, is it 5 or 4?
You
1.
tell me.
Okay, so... Yeah, 4. Okay, let's do a question.
So, okay, so you... Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
a question.
Hold on. Famous_Antonio. Yes. We'll never stop. Let me
Thank
see.
you. Okay. Mo, you should go live with some of us. Okay, let's do this one. Mo, you should go live with some of us.
How you do all that?
Oh, I can help. Okay. Going down.
Wait a minute, I think. Let me see.
Here, do this one. Wait, Mom.
What?
Don't do
Wait a
that. You need. Okay. So you can go.
Wait a minute.
Go live with that person. That's how you
Hold
go
on.
live with them.
Okay, I see how you do it now.
You request them.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I'm undecided on what all will be on the album.
Click the people.
Just so you can see.
So I can see him. Okay.
Pick a person, Mom. Pick a person.
I'm looking to see.
Here, type in a name.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
And they're taking too long.
We might need to, yeah. I'm about to speed this up. Favorite song I heard? Love that song. What's your favorite song right now?
By who?
I'm thinking. I just don't know.
I like my song.
Your song is so cute.
But I think I could have did it a little better than I did.
So cute. No, you did great.
But yeah, I like it.
That's that Virgo thing. She's like a perfectionist already at 7. Do I ever see myself acting again? For sure. Yeah, in due time.
Act in one of Tyler Perry movies.
You what?
I said act in one of Tyler Perry movies.
You wanted to be in one of Tyler Perry movies.
Yes, I want to be in all of them with Medea.
Oh, you want to do something
Yes.
with Medea?
Yes.
We have to find Mr. Perry and ask him. You would have to work really hard, though. Are you prepared to work really hard?
Yeah.
You prepared to have a teacher on set instead of go to school?
Yeah, but who would the teacher be?
We will have to decide. Okay, well then you better make your plea to Mr. Perry. Tell him
I don't know.
You tell him you would like to be in one of his films, and you'll work very hard.
I don't know how to call him. I can't call him.
Well, listen, he might hear you right here. There you go. So what would you like?
I said that.
Say it again.
No.
Well, he doesn't have time for shy kids.
I'm not shy.
Exactly. I know. This I know. Okay, so Mr. Perry.
Because I always have to go on stage with you.
Call Laiyah. I'm going to bring her to the studio.
He doesn't know a number.
He does know my number, actually.
I said my.
But he has to call me first.
Me.
Until you're grown. You rather him call you?
Yes, I think do.
I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm going to get in here and get my baby some food. Oh, I'm about to get my baby some food.
I want some
Mr.
food.
Perry, call my baby. She's going to come to work and she's going to work hard. She's going to train hard.
Yep, but...
You're going to work with the acting coach?
Yep, but you said I need a teacher, but who's going to be the teacher?
We'll find you a teacher, boo. That's the least of your worries. Whatever you need, I got it. I'm not going to stop you from getting into things that you want to get into.
Okay, but what do I need to go on the stage?
What do you need to go? Well, it depends on what the part requires.
Oh, but we need Kleenex wipes.
Okay.
We need Lysol wipes.
Well, we definitely get COVID tested
We need
enough
Lysol
already.
spray.
Yeah.
And we need COVID tested there.
Yeah, we got them, though. We just got one last night.
I mean there.
Okay, so they ready for us, y'all. Love y'all.
Bye. Hope I get my part.
I hope you get your part, too, sister.
I
Hey,
didn't want to interrupt.
what's up?
How y'all doing today?
We good. How are you?